Hey there. Do you know how magnificent you are? Seriously, do you know how magnificent you are? Have you ever had anyone use that word, magnificent, about you? I want to talk about that today. I'm Danielle Vernock from DanielleVernock.com. Love yourself from Survive to Thrive. That lady on the internet who loves you. And you are magnificent. Yes, you are a magnificent creation of God, made in the image and likeness of God. And you may have heard those words before and still not got it. I know I did for a long time. I'd heard there's this scripture in the Bible in Psalm 139, and people quote it like it's supposed to bring this great revelation, and for many people, maybe it does. It didn't for me. It didn't work for me, because when I heard those words, I'm like, I don't feel so awesome. And I definitely did not feel magnificent. And that scripture verse is that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. I heard that, it's like, fearfully. I had a lot of problems with fear. Being fearfully anything did not work for me. For them to say, you are fearfully made, I'm like, that doesn't sound like something good. And putting the wonderfully with it, I didn't understand how wonderful and fear could, go together. I found it terribly confusing. But one thing that I have found, hi Pauline, is when we misunderstand things, it really confuses us and makes us not be able to own what God has for us, the greatness he's put inside of us. There's greatness inside of you. There's greatness inside of me. We are magnificent. And that same scripture, if you look it up in different translations, it will help illuminate the truth of what David was trying to say in that psalm, that we are wonderfully complex. We are mysteriously intricate. I can witness that. I'm one of those people that I love watching babies discover their hands or their feet. I think it's an amazing thing to watch because we take so much of our life for granted, our hands. But I've always loved science, and I've always been amazed at the human body and just what it is as a creation, just as a scientific function. Just I can look at my hands and I can just move my fingers, and some people may think, wow, you're just a real weirdo. Well, fine, I'm a weirdo then, and I'll embrace my weirdo-ness. But that's magnificent. I've been learning so much more about what God created when he created humanity, the intricacy of it, the creation, all the different systems in our body and in our brain, our mind. I'm reading a book, I brought it up before, by Dr. Caroline Leaf, Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess. And did you know there's 3 parts of a thought? And did you know that a thought is stored in 3 parts of who you are? It's stored in your brain, it's stored in your mind, and it's stored in your body. And we have the ability to heal our brain with our mind. And this is not mind control, this is science. And I'm not going to get into all how you do that. I'm still learning it myself and learning to apply it. One of the terms that Dr. Caroline Leaf uses is mind management. But humanity is powerful. I think that's so important to embrace because people struggle with the evil in the world. And how could God let that evil happen? And how evil can be. Well, if you look at the original creation, if we understand the magnificence that God created humanity to be, evil is the opposite of that. So we look at how evil can be. Turn that around to how magnificent we have the capability to be. The glory that we fell from the original plan of God. You are magnificent. You are created to be magnificent. Jesus died and rose again so you can embrace that magnificence. And I just want you to pause for a moment and say that to yourself. I am magnificent. And if you struggle with this, let me help you. I have tons of stuff to help you. I have books, courses, coaching, whatever you need, free resources. Let me help you embrace the idea that you are magnificent. And you're like, if you're shaking your head and you're like, this lady's nuts, I dare you to entertain the thought of maybe I'm magnificent. Maybe. Roll it around in your head for a while. Think on that. Let God convince you of the amazing creation that you are. Because when you start to embrace who God created you to be, you can start to become all the wonderful things he's put inside you. And that's what he wants for you. He wants you to thrive. I want you to thrive. So I had to share that with you. You are magnificent. So if you've never thought about it before, contemplate that. Till next time.